Okay, look over here. This is on the other side, towards the northwest. I'm showing purposely in this video from different angles, and a couple of different places, so I can make it give a better visual of what I'm trying to show you. See this trail, look, and it's going straight up, intersecting with those. As I'm driving here, look at what I see straight ahead up here. As you can see here, it looks like the main, or what I would call the main part of the system, is obviously back. Look at all these gestures and trails that these objects are creating. Look at that right there. Wow. You look at that with a naked eye, you don't necessarily see that right there. Well, you do. Yeah. But of course, it's much more detailed on camera, or at least on this one. That looks very similar to what I saw in the last video, as a matter of fact. Which was very freaky at that. There's another big giant face being created right there. And as we can see, the main object that all this is coming off of is back over here in the east, because I can see all this moving back here over my head back towards the west. So look at all this. And I assume, and as you can see, it goes all the way across over here. It'll probably form into one bigger, I don't know if it'll be a dragon or what. You can see how it's all moving right here. Absolutely massive. And obviously, none of this are chemtrails, nor are they our clouds. Certainly no one could say that clouds would be forming like this. And speaking of which, as far as the dragons, as I look at this trail right here, it keeps moving out on its own, of course, like all these are. But several nights ago, and I have been out here looking, and I just haven't put any videos out the last couple of days because everything I saw was kind of at a distance, so I didn't feel like I should put it out. As far as what all these dragons, so to speak, mean, if that's what in fact all of this is creating, which it all that seems to always end up creating for whatever reasons. Look at how massive this thing is. But several nights ago, I actually saw 4 different ones. One was over here, this way over here in the south, and it was moving to the right. And then I saw one over here in this direction, and it was coming this way towards the left. And then after that, then I saw another one back down this direction right here in the southwest, and it was moving to the right. And then I later, after that, right before dark, saw another one. Look at this trail working its way out right here, over down this way, and it was moving to the left. And you look right there, you can see how it's already starting to create one, which the head's pointing to the right, so I guess all that will be moving to the right, I would assume. But I saw, like I said, these 4 dragons, and they all looked like they were about equally distant, spaced apart. And so I had two going in one direction and 2 going in another, is what I'm saying. And I do know that they're rotating around and above around the earth. You can see this other one right here now going across the east to the southeast. Yeah, how it's forming right there. Like I said, they all looked like they were about equally distant apart and going in opposite directions in a circle around out from one another. See that? Look, now this one's starting to form another one right there. All these trails are moving completely on their own, obviously. It's absolutely crazy. It has been for a long time now. See, and look at this stuff like that right here. What is up with it, how it creates all this detail like that? Look at that. See how it's forming it right there? That quick. I mean, I just don't get it either, guys. Like, I'm sure most of you don't. It all obviously has to mean something. It's not just happening for no reason. It certainly never used to happen before. It used to never happen before. We wouldn't have things like this, dragons or formations like this forming across the sky. Look at that thing. And how this stuff can be forming like this fast is beyond my comprehension, that's for sure. I mean, do people really seriously think that clouds form like this? They form into heads and giant dragon heads like that? Look at how massive that thing is. I don't know what this all means, but man, this is getting really tremendously large right now. Look at that. That's across the east. Wow.